The British Airways flight was en route from San Francisco to London Heathrow. It was a long-haul journey, one that many passengers had taken before without incident. The aircraft was an Airbus A380 carrying approximately 470 people. This double-decker plane was known for its size and comfort, making it a popular choice for transatlantic flights. This journey was expected to be routine. Passengers settled into their seats, some preparing for sleep, others engrossed in their in-flight entertainment. The date was late May 2025. The weather was clear, and the flight had taken off without any delays. The A380 reached its cruising altitude of 37,000 feet. The vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean lay beneath, with the aircraft gliding smoothly above the clouds. Inside the cabin, lights were mostly dim as passengers tried to rest. The atmosphere was calm, with only the occasional sound of a passenger shifting in their seat. The hum of 4 Rolls-Royce Trent 900 engines was constant. This steady drone was a familiar comfort to frequent flyers. Flight attendants moved quietly, performing their regular duties. They served drinks, answered passenger queries, and ensured everyone was comfortable. Then a subtle shift occurred. It was almost imperceptible at first, a slight change in the atmosphere. One of their own was missing. A flight attendant was not at his post, and his absence was beginning to be noticed. He was not at his post and did not answer calls. The intercom buzzed repeatedly, but there was no response. This realization spread slowly, discreetly. The crew exchanged worried glances, whispering among themselves. A thread of unease began to weave through the crew's interactions. What could have happened to him? Where could he be? A missing crew member is a serious issue. It disrupts the balance and efficiency of the team and raises immediate safety concerns. Airline safety protocols are strict, relying on a full and capable crew. Every member has a role, and their presence is crucial for the safety of all on board. This was more than a simple absence. It was a developing critical situation. The crew needed to act quickly and efficiently. Attention focused on finding the lost steward. The search began with crew members checking every corner of the aircraft, hoping to find him safe and sound. The meal service was in full swing. The steward's absence became undeniable. He was not performing his assigned tasks. A discreet search commenced immediately. Fellow crew members checked the galleys and crew rest compartments. Quiet questions were exchanged. "Have you seen him? Do you know where he is?" The concern among the crew deepened. He was officially missing from duty. The search began to focus on all lavatories. Their attention was drawn to one in particular in the Club World cabin. The door to this lavatory was locked from the inside. Knocks on the door went unanswered initially. The truth of what lay behind that locked door would soon be revealed. The lavatory door was finally opened. The missing steward was there, completely unclothed and dancing. He appeared to be incoherent, his words making no sense. His actions were erratic and unpredictable. The crew members who found him were stunned. Their immediate priority was to manage the situation discreetly. The steward was clearly not himself, oblivious to their presence. The small space became a focal point of surreal activity. Some passengers may have become aware. The challenge for the crew was immense. They had to contain the problem and protect the dignity of the individual. The steward's condition was alarming, pointing to a serious underlying issue. The priority shifted to safely removing him from the lavatory, and then deciding what to do next. The crew acted with forced composure, their faces betraying the gravity of the situation. Despite the chaos, they maintained a calm exterior, a testament to their rigorous training and professionalism. They managed to coax the steward out of his seat, speaking in soothing tones and offering reassurances. It was a delicate operation, requiring both patience and empathy. He was still unclothed and disoriented, his eyes darting around the cabin in confusion. The crew had to act swiftly to preserve his dignity and ensure the safety of all passengers. They needed to cover him quickly, using blankets and whatever else they could find. The goal was to make him feel secure and less exposed. They found a pair of first-class pajamas to dress him, a small comfort in a distressing situation. The soft fabric seemed to calm him slightly. Once he was partially clothed, the next step was crucial. The crew had to decide how to manage his erratic behavior without causing further alarm. He could not be left to wander the aisles, potentially endangering himself or others. The crew formed a plan to keep him contained. The crew made the difficult decision to restrain him for his own safety. It was a heart-wrenching choice, but necessary under the circumstances. He was moved to a vacant seat in a premium cabin, away from the main passenger area. This provided a quieter environment, where he could be more easily monitored. He was carefully secured in this seat, with the crew ensuring he was comfortable and safe. They checked the restraints multiple times to be certain. The act of restraining a colleague is distressing, a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of their job. The emotional toll was evident on their faces. Flight crews are tight-knit teams, often forming bonds that resemble family. In moments of crisis, this unity becomes their greatest strength. They rely on each other implicitly, knowing that their collective effort is what keeps everyone safe. Each member plays a crucial role in maintaining order. To see one member in such a state is painful, a stark contrast to their usual composed demeanor. It was a moment of vulnerability that affected them deeply. Yet, their training covers unruly passengers, preparing them for a wide range of scenarios. They knew the protocols and followed them meticulously. The aim was to de-escalate, prevent injury, and maintain control of the cabin environment. Every action was calculated to minimize risk and ensure safety. For the remainder of the flight, he stayed in that seat under constant observation. The crew took turns watching over him, ensuring he remained calm and secure until they landed. The Airbus A380 continued its journey. There were still many hours remaining. The incident had occurred mid-flight. The passengers, largely unaware of the full details, settled back, but for the crew the atmosphere was charged. One of their team was incapacitated and under restraint. The remaining flight attendants had to shoulder extra duties. They were now short-staffed. Meal services still needed completion. Passenger calls had to be answered. Safety checks had to be performed. They maintained a calm exterior for the passengers. Internally, they dealt with stress and concern. The hours passed slowly. Finally, the Airbus A380 began its descent. It was approaching London Heathrow Airport. The flight landed around 11 a.m. on a Sunday. For most passengers, it was the end of a long trip. For the crew, it was the next stage of a difficult ordeal. The authorities on the ground had been alerted. Police officers were waiting. As passengers disembarked, police boarded the plane. They went directly to the steward. He was still in his makeshift restraint. He needed medical attention and was taken from the aircraft in a wheelchair. The steward was officially arrested by the police. British Airways acted swiftly. The airline confirmed the incident. They stated the steward had been suspended. An internal investigation would run parallel to the police inquiry. BA emphasised they were treating the matter very seriously. Scotland Yard, London's Metropolitan Police Service, was involved. Their investigation would look into all aspects. This includes what caused the steward's erratic behaviour. The suspicion, voiced by insiders, was drug use. One anonymous worker told the Sun newspaper, "We think the guy popped pills when he was meant to be working." This quote circulated widely. It painted a stark picture. The airline is cooperating fully with the police. Their priority is to understand what happened and ensure it does not happen again. This incident was not isolated. It added to a series of recent misconduct cases involving British Airways staff. Such a pattern raises concerns. It puts the airline's internal culture under scrutiny. Are there systemic issues, or is this a string of unfortunate, unrelated events? The specifics of past cases vary. They might involve alcohol, drugs, or other breaches of conduct. Each case has its own context. But when they occur with some frequency, questions arise. Are hiring practices robust enough? Is there adequate support for staff well-being? British Airways has a long history. It must work diligently to address these concerns. The incident aboard the San Francisco to London flight is a stark reminder. Aviation safety is complex and multifaceted. It depends on many factors, including the reliability of the aircraft, the efficiency of the maintenance crew, and the vigilance of the flight crew. Human factors are among the most critical. The coordination and communication between crew members can make or break a flight's safety. The mental and physical well-being of crew members is paramount. Fatigue, stress, and health issues can severely impact their performance. This case brings the issue of substance abuse to the forefront. Substance abuse can impair judgment, reaction times, and overall functionality. How can airlines prevent such occurrences? Rigorous training and strict protocols are essential. What measures are in place? Are they sufficient? These questions are crucial for ensuring the safety of everyone on board. Concerns about airline safety protocols naturally arise. Pre-flight checks and regular maintenance are just the beginning. This includes pre-flight checks and random testing programs. Random drug testing helps ensure that crew members are fit for duty. It also includes the culture within an airline. A supportive and transparent environment is key. Is there an environment where staff feel able to report concerns? Open communication channels are vital for addressing issues promptly. Support systems for substance abuse issues are vital. Counseling and rehabilitation programs can help affected individuals recover. The British Airways incident is a wake-up call. It underscores the importance of vigilance and proactive measures. It highlights the need for robust substance abuse prevention programs. Continuous education and awareness are crucial for maintaining a safe aviation environment.